Hello to everyone. How are you today? Are you good? Did you sleep well? Yes? Oh, Chris, you're still sleeping. Sorry, I didn't want to wake you up. What I would like to do is to invite you to wake up in a different way. In a way that is better for you. A way that has a positive impact on your entire day and that has the power to put you in your personal pole position. But first we should have a look at how things normally run in the mornings. How do most people begin their day? The alarm clock rings and the first thing is to push the snooze button and maintain staying in bed and keep sleeping. 5 minutes later, the alarm goes on again and the snooze button will be pushed again. And this process repeats for 3 or 4 times until they realize that it's already too late and they really have to get up now. What will happen next? They go up instantly and make their way as quickly as possible to the bathroom. Possibly they bump their toe against the edge of the bed and think, "Oh my gosh!" You know this pain, right? How do you feel in this situation? Are you relaxed, happy, and powerful? Probably not. You are stressed, your toe hurts, and maybe you are in an angry state of mind and still need to go to the bathroom. The next thing many people do is grabbing their mobile. Statistics from 2018 show that 41% of all respondents look at their mobile phone within the first 15 minutes after waking up. And in my opinion, the numbers since 2018 have drastically increased. Which topics are dealt with here early in the morning with the mobile phone? The weather forecast has to be checked. And if the weather forecast is bad, they feel a little bit worse. Never mind if they can influence it or not. Daily news are checked. And you know which topics are in the foreground here. Mainly negative things. Economic crisis, unemployment, illness, and maybe that their favorite sports club has lost the last game. All in one, a disaster. The more negative information they put in their system, the more they feel worse. And in this mental and emotional state, they will go to work. And on the way to the work, maybe some other situations will happen. Let's assume you had these experiences. And you are driving your car, and all of a sudden, someone is pushing in front of you. How will you react to it? Most likely, you will react with anger. Probably you will raise your fist and send some nice words to the partner in front of you. But finally, you make it to the office. And on the aisle, you meet a colleague. But today, he doesn't greet you the way he usually does. How do you think are you feeling in this moment? Bad. Really bad. But remember, how did the day start? Do you think all the events you have experienced so far have an impact on how you react to situations and people? I will tell you a secret. It does. How you start your day has a huge influence on what and how you experience things in the rest of the day. For a better understanding, imagine you have 2 bowls in your body. A red one, which collects all your negative emotions, such as stress, fear, anger, or dissatisfaction. And the yellow one, which collects all your positive emotions, like gratitude, happiness, lightness, and joy. And if you know that the bowl with more content determines your perception, and your perception determines how you react to people, which bowl would you fill? Which bowl is worth filling? The positive one? Yes? I agree. But how can that work? How can you influence your emotions? I will tell you. In my time as a mental coach, I've come up with 5 golden rules that will help you filling the right bowl in your body, so that you can start your day on a positive note and start your day from your personal pole position. Rule number 1, wake up and smile. Smile for at least 1 minute. I know for many people this will be really, really hard. But what happens if you do so is that your brain will notice that and sends waves of happiness and joy throughout your body. Your brain has learned that using these special muscles and the feeling of happiness belong together. Because since your first smile, you always conditioned your brain in that way. When do we usually smile? At the moment? No, we are in a serious TED Talk. Oh, there, I see a smile. Anyway, normally we smile when something funny happens, or when we observe something funny. And this facial expression sends happiness in our body. And this learned behavior we can use for ourselves. We can reproduce happiness every single morning. Isn't that awesome? Does that make sense to you? Perfect. So note the first rule, wake up and smile. Rule number 2, the blessing. Many people associate blessing with the church or other religious institutions. But the truth is that people since the beginning have used blessings. It is something which always was done. So you can bless everything you want. Best, you start with yourself. I bless myself. I bless my thoughts. I bless my body. I bless the perfect health of my own. And you also can bless others. For example, your wife, your husband. And while you are blessing you and others, try to feel the emotion of acceptance and grace right in the morning. Are you with me? Okay. Let's go ahead with rule number 3, being thankful. Being thankful in the morning is a very important thing, because the feeling of gratitude is one of the most powerful feelings we have. And many people underestimate how powerful this feeling really is. For me, thankfulness is the most intelligent lifestyle I know. And it will instantly change your life. So be thankful for this wonderful day, for the roof over your head, for your job, or for your success, which you will experience today. And this point leads us to rule number 4. Experience in advance. What's it all about? It means that you experience wanted situations mentally in advance. In this way, you give your subconscious an order, and the more often you pre-experience wanted situations, the larger will get the picture in your subconscious mind, and the clearer the task for your mind becomes. Imagine what you would like to experience in your day. How do you want to react? Which people do you want to meet? Which tasks will you do first? Or which targets do you want to reach today? Who of you know the famous ski racers? What do they do before the race starts? They follow rule number 4. So be like one of them and go through your whole daily routine. Try to imagine it as real as possible. Experience your day mentally in the most successful version. And if you practice this, you will soon find out that it makes a difference, because your subconscious mind is your pilot, and the pre-experience defines its destination. And last but not least, rule number 5. a mindful step. If you did the rules 1 to 4, you will have noticed that you have created positive feelings. And you also have instructed your pilot regarding your wanted destination. And now it's time to go out of bed. And this should be made in a very mindful way. You all probably know Hermann Hesse's quote, "And in every beginning, there is a magic, which protects us and helps us to live." Yes, every morning is also a new beginning, which offers new opportunities and ways. And in this awareness, you should step out and set your foot on the ground consciously. Be aware that all is good and try to feel the emotion of gratitude and joy. And you can also say to yourself, "I am at the right time, at the right place." Or, "I love my life and my life loves me." Or whatever you're comfortable with. And doing so, you will have a more successful start. And by the way, it's less likely to bump your toe by setting your foot consciously. Do these rules make sense to you? Do you give them a try? Do you think they will help you filling the right bowl in your body? I'm convinced they will. Do you even remember them all? What will you do tomorrow morning? Or now? I see my friend Chris is already sleeping again. Please, come on, let's wake him up with our 5 golden rules. Number 1, we wake him up and make him smile. Number 2, we bless him for being so attentive. And number 3, we invite him to be thankful. Thankful to have heard such an inspiring talk. And now we pre-experience the next hours. From my part, I will have an interview about this talk. And you? And now let's fulfill missing rule number 5. Please make your mindful step. Thank you for your attention.